Good morning, July 2nd. It's about 9:25 in the morning. Got going much later than I wanted to this morning. Hell of a night, hell of a night. And a shelter full of day hikers. And I probably won't embellish too much, but suffice to say, I didn't sleep last night at all. Maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Between the rain and them talking and partying and drinking, and not a fun time. You know, I wasn't going to press on because of, safety with the weather, but, part of me thought at about 3 o'clock this morning that maybe I should have. But either way, it's neither here nor there. Push this straight maple out of the way. Laying back across the trail. And so we're hiking. Initial goal, which I believe is extremely optimistic for me today, is 19 miles to Thomas Knob Shelter. We'll see. That means I'd be hiking at least until 10 o'clock. Sorry, at least 8 o'clock to make that. And I'm judging that based on purely the pace I know I can do up hills. And today is 90% uphill. But we're gonna make it. We're gonna figure this out one way or the other. It's all good. We're going to enjoy today. We're going to enjoy the hike. If I have to take a nap when I get to the next shelter in 6.7, so be it. 6.5 or whatever it might be, so be it. I will do my thing, rest up a little bit, have some snacky snacks, maybe cook something warm. Because it's in the low 60s right now. I am not planning on having any views today, because it's green tunnel and you probably see above me, haziness. Yeah, hiking in the cloud again, which I don't suppose is going to happen much more in Virginia. But if it does, it's all part of the adventure. So I'm going to get to walking, and I'll bring you back if I see something cool. Well, it's a bit of a happy moment. I was walking along the trail, saw something glint at me from underneath a leaf. Glint's probably not the right word, but it's a chanterelle. It's a little wormy and filthy, but it is definitely a chanterelle. There's another one here that's just as dirty, but good news is I'm gonna be able to start finding these. That makes my day. Probably see underneath it, it's not gills, it's got ridges. And these ones I don't think are actually trumpet chanterelles, but either way, they're a little old, so I'm not going to keep these ones. But that made my morning. And usually where there's one, there's piles of them, so I'll have to keep my eye out going forward today. I might be able to add a little something to my dinner. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yep. So those chanterelles are right over there. There's one more right here. A couple baby ones popping up, which means they're probably all over the place. But this tree, that's a bummer. Somebody already harvested a whole bunch of chicken of the woods off of that bad boy. That's probably 2 or 3 pounds worth. So exciting. A little chanterelle growing right here. So exciting. It's foraging season, baby. It is July in Virginia. I'm kind of excited to see what I might come across today. It'll be good. But we gotta walk. Gotta cover some ground. Got a lot of miles left to cover. Ideally, about 16.2 left to go. It's about 10:45. So regardless, I'm gonna be hiking for at least another 8 hours. Because like I said before, most of today is climbs. But if I see anything else that I can harvest foraging wise, I will bring you back. Probably won't have much time to do much other talking or exploring today, but hang tight. Hang tight. We'll find something. A bit of a forager's dream today. A couple little blackberries I'm about to snarf down because I can. So we're walking a little bit along the creeper trail here. I think right across that bridge is where it splits off and I start climbing the mountain again. So there's like a half mile, 0.7 stretch that you're walking along the creeper trail here, but hey, it brought me to blackberries, so I don't care. Jackpot. Those are going home with me. Well, I say home. They're coming to camp with me. Yeah, so we're just climbing now. Got about 1.5 miles to Lost Mountain Shelter. So I'm gonna grab these and then we'll keep going. A lot of mosquitoes by this creek. But anyway, a few quick points on the identification of the smooth chanterelle. These are not trumpet chanterelles like my other video was. These are actually the larger smooth chanterelle variety. Obviously you will see the top. There is no hole down the middle. The stem is mostly closed up. It's somewhat hollow. This one's just a fairly newer specimen, so I don't think it's filled in. Also, you notice underneath the cap here, there are not gills. Those are actually ridges. They are not separate from the cap. They are a part of the cap. So, and of course, you know, first and foremost is going to be the color. But yeah, I am so happy I'm finding these out here today. You know, July is usually when I start seeing them. It's July 2nd. Again, do your own research. Don't just trust what you see here. I'm very familiar with the chanterelles. I pick them all the time. They are my favorite mushroom to eat and forage. So hopefully I'll find a couple more. As of right now, I've got, yeah, a little baggie full. I got five nice sized ones. So that's definitely plenty to add to my dinner. I'm probably gonna have to fry up a little bit of Spam inside of my cook pot just to get a little grease to get them some extra flavor and get crispy a little bit, but it's gonna be good. It is gonna be tasty. So I'm gonna keep rolling. We got a little ways to go. Obviously for the day, I still have about 14 miles to do. So I will catch you when I stop next. Seems as though I have friends this morning. Hello, cows. Are you moving or am I moving? Moving. Excuse me. Beep, beep. Coming through. Whether you want to or not. Beep, beep. Oh, hi. Come on, little bully. Hey, mama. I just got to get through here. See, they have the right idea. Come on, beep, beep. Beep, beep. Please. 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 Okay, I'll go. Can I go? I'm going this way. I'm going this way. Don't mind me. Excuse me. Beep, beep. Virginia traffic can be so awful. Rude road hogs. Anyway, moving along. About another 2.5 mile climb. Obviously, we're in the middle of a cow pasture yet again, but we're just going up. I think we're going up over there, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll probably dodge left or right at this road, so we'll see what happens. And when the next interesting thing happens, you'll be back. Sorry about the wind noise and the shaking camera. It is windy as crap out here. It's probably 35 degrees. It's up and close to dry. can't even hear what I'm saying. This is ridiculous. Yeah, this, sorry, I can't even see. You probably can't hear me. Hey, crime scene. I need to get a picture of me up here. All right, I'll be right back. Breezy. Beard's messed up. My bandana's messed up. My feet are messed up. My knees are messed up. It's a heck of a climb to get up to Buzzard Rocks there. But now, wind noise will stop now that I'm down off the ridge. Rolling down to Elk Garden / Virginia 600. So it's like 3 point something away, 3.4 I think for the day. View back there. I love it. View back here is not easy. Yep. Of course the rocks up there. That crime scene and Tomb Raider and Oscar the Grouch up there. Some dude just rolled by named Canadian Dad. So I don't know why they call him that, because he had an American flag on his pack. You notice that blowing in the wind. Yeah, wind up here is probably a good 35, 40 knots, especially right up on the ridge on those rocks. That was gnarly. But, yep, so I'm gonna get walking. I'll bring you back if something cool happens. I gotta watch my footing. These rocks are nuts. Well, there was a time I was considering drying my socks and shoes today, but I'm glad I never bothered, because the entire trail is oversaturated. All the little side creeks and everything have just gone over their banks with how gnarly the storms were last night. So the whole path is just its own stream. But for future reference, you do not want to use the trail as a water source because that is gross. But anyway, moving on. Stagnant muck. Yeah. Slippery as all get out too. There's another one that's sounding like it's running quite rapid. Nice thing is to stay in its banks though. Yeah, these are all spring fed. Because remember, I'm on top of a ridge, so whatever mechanism happens to force water up out of springs, it got filled up last night. But we're gonna keep going. Getting a little tired of this sloshing through this stream that calls itself the AT. Soaked shoes again tonight. Just an FYI, but if you're looking around and see this much guano underneath a tree, chances are you're right beneath a bird nest. There's a hole directly above me inside of this trunk, but I have no earthly idea what kind of bird it is. But that was a lot of dookie. We're like 0.6 away from Elk Garden / Virginia 600. These last 2 miles have been super slow with all that water, all the roots, all the rocks. So chances are I'm gonna park it there tonight. It's kind of a big parking area for people that do this hike. And it happens to have a trash drop off, which is nice. Even though I've only got a day and a half trash on me. It also has a pit toilet, which nice could be very subjective. and I have plenty of tenting, and the water source is, you know, like 0.2 away, you know, heading uphill from that. So I'm going to pick up my water before I get there. But it is a good day, and it's going to stay good because dinner's going to be great. All right, so obviously I'm in the duplex. I got everything squared away. I'm just cooking some dinner. First thing I did, of course, was you know, wash the chanterelles when I first got them. And now I'm trying to make a little bit of a broth. I found some wild onions here. I got Spam in there. Once that boils off, I should have a little bit of grease in there. And at that point, I'm going to be tossing in the chanterelles. I'm going to chop them up, dice them up pretty fine. And then they are going to go into mashed potatoes to top off the evening. And I can't wait. This is going to be one of the best meals I've had out here in a while. I was very surprised to find the wild onions, but they're all over this little campsite. So I started the morning at Saunders Shelter. I'm in Elk Garden, VA 600, pretty much right next to a highway. I mean, you can probably see the road right out there. 4.2 miles to get to the top, or what would have been to the next shelter. Just wasn't feeling that today. I'm not going to push it, because last time I pushed myself, I ended up having to get off trail for a few days after I had fallen and, you know, kind of tweaked something. But tomorrow's going to be a great day. I am going to be getting up early. I am obviously in a tent. I'm not worrying about a shelter. I have come to the conclusion that no matter what I try, I will never sleep well in a shelter. It is what it is. So I'm trying tent as much as I can going forward. But hey, you know what? Depending on weather, there might be a time or two when I still have to end up in a shelter. But either way, I'm going to cook my dinner here, and I'll get back when it's all ready to go. Oh yeah, that right there is a dinner of champions. Chanterelles, Spam. I actually found some bacon bits in my food bag, and buttery mashed potatoes. Just what I needed. Considering it's getting a little chilly, this is going to keep me warm. It's going to stick to the bones tonight and help me sleep the sleep that I should have had last night. No rain or anything scheduled, or I say scheduled, plan to come down, I think, according to the forecast, until next Wednesday. So we're going to have some really solid days of hiking ahead of us. Don't know how far I'm going to go tomorrow, but first things first, I'm going to climb Mount Rogers, the highest point in Virginia. That is the first thing up. It's about 4.2 miles to get up to the side trail. That's 0.5 miles to get to Mount Rogers. So that'll be tomorrow morning. But for right now, sun's about to go down. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to finish up a couple chores, and I'm going to have a great evening. And I hope you do too. And I'll see you tomorrow.